she goes. That's a good looking plane right there. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, this is Rick. So today we have the RMRC Plug and Play Recruit version 2. So we're going to try this thing out and we're going to see how this thing works. But before we do that, there's a lot of things that we need to do to check to make sure everything's working right. So as you can tell, my brother is looking at the way the ailerons are oriented. We want to have a good starting point with this plane. So hopefully if everything's aligned, there won't be a lot of trimming that will be needed later on. But, you know, there's always going to be some trimming needed, but as long as we get things as straight as possible before we fly, at least for me, I know I feel better before I take off and then when everything is everything's lined up. So alright, so I think we're getting a little bit close here. My brother's got that look. Is it close? And I've got that dumb look. I think we're getting close. A little bit more adjustments here and there, and I think we're close to being ready for takeoff. Alright, so now we are at the point where we're checking the gyro. If you don't know how to check the gyro on your plane, basically on this wing plane, is if I tilt it down on the right side, that aileron should be also pointing down. So that way it'll push that side up. So basically if you tilt it to the left and it's the left side is going down, that aileron should also be going down. Got it? Hopefully that makes sense. Alright, so now I think we're getting to the point now where we're getting ready to throw this sucker and fly it for the first time. Alright, so we're getting really close now. I'm turning on the run cams to get that nice HD footage. The video you're seeing right now is actually the recording from my Fat Shark HD02. While the recording isn't great, the actual picture that you see when you're wearing the goggles are pretty good. So here we go. What about a quick smile for my brother? There you go. Alright, one more time. There you go. Alright, so this is a new thing that I found on my video editing that I can do. Basically is having the two pictures on at the same time. The one in the bottom right obviously is coming from my goggles, and the other one is from the run cam. There you go. That's so cool. Very cool. So by the way, I am flying this thing line of sight because I wasn't sure how the video or how good the video was going to be when I flew this thing. So I had my brother put on my goggles while I was flying, and he can tell me how the video looked. That way I didn't fully commit and flew this thing and all of a sudden the video went away, and then I'd be, you know, I wouldn't be in a good place after that. So this plane has 3 different modes in regards to gyros. The gyro setting right now is basically better known I guess to a lot more people as safe mode. It's not what it's really called for this, but it's the best way I can explain it. The banking is limited. You can't do anything crazy. Basically, it allows anybody to be able to fly this plane pretty easily. Let's say that. Right here, I actually just completely turned off the gyro because I wanted to see how it flew, and it didn't fly that bad actually. It actually flew pretty well. But because it is an all black plane, it was hard to really see it, and the orientation just got away from me, which is what happened here. Oh yeah, that's right. I almost crashed the thing. My first time, and you know, it would have been sad, but kind of funny at the same time. So I put the gyro back on and decided that's probably the safest way to fly this right now while I am still getting the kinks out of it, as well as not having the best eyesight. It's just better for me just to fly it this way. It'll avoid accidents, let's just say that. So far so good. Video's holding out. You can tell the RSSI bar, which is the if you look at the video from the goggles, is those bars that are moving back and forth at the top there. The reception is still pretty good, 75% for the most part. So I'm thinking this is a pretty good plane to be flying around out here, and I shouldn't have any issues with video or anything. Well, that's the way. I have had some signal outages in here, and I'm not sure what happens when that does occur, but you know what I can do to avoid it. But you know, it does happen. So as far as how far I can fly it, that's another question there. But I should be able to fly it pretty far. Alright, so I think all these figure eights are probably getting people dizzy, but for me it's been a really good test of the plane. I can't wait to actually put on the goggles now and put her through her paces, because now it'll be a combination of the two things that I love to do, which is fly RC planes and FPV, and I can do both and hopefully just make a new experience for myself. And then if I like it even more, maybe I'll get the faster planes, which means more money to be spent. Yes, right. And new things to do and new things to learn. But I think that's the way this hobby is supposed to be. You're supposed to just kind of start easy and then just get crazy, and all of a sudden you've got a whole stack of planes and quads and trucks and whatever in your basement, and then your wife comes downstairs and tells you, what the hell is wrong with you? Right? I've gotten that a few times. So she's not allowed to go downstairs anymore. So yeah, so I'm thinking I'm liking this thing, and I'm also thinking that I want to fly this thing with the goggles on next time, and hopefully that'll be soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Weather hasn't been too great. Okay, so let's turn on the goggle cam. There you go, and let's get ready for our landing approach. So right now we got to do our last turn before we start turning back, and hopefully this will be a good landing. So here we go. Here's the approach. Oh yeah, we nailed it. Nailed it. The power button. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. So why don't we go back to the old Casa, and let's talk a little bit more about what's going on inside this plane, so I can just show you how I set it up. All right, guys, so here's the plane, all black, as you can see. I'm going to show you how I set up the inside, where I put all the video transmitter, stuff like that, in case you guys want to just copy it. Okay, so here it is. And let's zoom in here and see what the heck is going on in here. Alright, so I had gotten this VTX. It's a video transmitter. I got that from Hobby King, and I cannot tell you the model because I don't even think they sell it anymore. I've actually had this for a few years, so I'll just show you what I can of what it looks like. But that is connected to the camera, which is some Foxeer camera that I had laying around, and it's connected there. And then basically it has an antenna, which is right here, which is an old antenna that I had. And I put that on, and that's how that video is transmitted from this plane. Obviously there is the battery. I'm using a 2200 3-cell. I actually have a satellite in here, and my receiver is actually in here. I don't know if I can see it, if you can see it, but it's in this hole, and those are the antennas that are sticking out, as you can tell. This is the gyro that comes with this plane. Very easy to set up, and actually works awesome. It came with it, so bonus. Then obviously the ESC. I'm not sure what the size ESC that is. It doesn't really matter. It comes with it. So I did have to add some weights to this thing to get it so that it was CG right. I think I put like three of these little 7-gram or quarter-ounce little weights here, and I had those laying around. I think you can see. Oh, there's the receiver right there. Well, at least the pins of it you can see. Anyhow, I digress. Anyways, that is it. It's a very simple setup. The run cam goes in here. I can take it off right in there inside this little wooden frame there. You just Velcro it, and it's ready to rock. Okay, so the last thing that I need to cover is there was a question from Morris regarding the OSD and how I actually get that to appear in my goggles. And honestly, the VTX just has it on it. I didn't have to program anything or do anything. It just shows up. So with that said, everybody please be kind, be nice, be good to each other, and let's just have some fun. Let's keep flying planes, and let's not let all this craziness get to us. Alright, so with that said, Will Nate 35 signing out. Peace.